Hello, and welcome to another brief demonstration of new features coming up in the Neon release of the Eclipse Papyrus project. Today we look again at the welcome page for the Papyrus Editor, this time some new options for controlling the storage of the page layout. So as we saw before, we're working on this new welcome page for the model editor. We saw already the diagrams, the list of diagrams there. We also have a list of tables now. That's great. And the new thing to look at today is some options for how to manage the storage of the layout information for the editor. So let's have a look here again. This is a fairly complex layout. We have two different tab folders, each of them with several tabs in them showing different diagram and table views. All great stuff. And by default, any new model in the Neon release, and well, in fact, going back a few releases, stores the layout of this page in a sash model file in the user's workspace area. And so that looks something like this. So here's this new welcome page, which is referenced by a page identifier like that. And we have tables and diagrams in a couple of tab folders. So one of the problems that we have is, let's say I was working with, these two pages here. I close the editor. I come back, and the pages that I was working on are not active. So I need to go back here again to select them like that. So the first thing to look at is this new action, this new option to remember the last active editor page to restore that when we open the diagram again. So as soon as I click that, we see that the sash model is updated with a new setting to restore the active page, and more importantly, each tab folder now remembers which is the currently selected page within it. So that, in fact, if I go like this, and I close the editor, I open the editor again, and voila, these pages that were previously active are now active upon opening the editor. The other new option is this one, to select whether to store the layout of the editor in the private workspace area or to share it in the DI file. So if I uncheck this, then I see two things. First of all, the option to remember the last active page is no longer available because that is just too disruptive for the shared environment. And now we see that the sash model in the workspace is emptied out, and all of this lovely information is now in the DI model in the workspace. And if we undo that, then we see that all of the information has gone back out of the DI resource and back into the private workspace area. So there you have some new options for managing the storage of the page layout in the Papyrus editor. Thank you.